English teacher, so I like to know the whys and wherefores. And we saw, my son and I, Mullholland Drive recently. And I just wonder, is there a specific message or theme? And also I'd like to ask about your other movies too. We were mesmerized by your cinematography, but we just were completely confused.
I had an English teacher who I loved. Her name was Mrs. Powers, and in my senior year of high school, during the final exam, she came up and down the aisles as we were taking the final test, and she put her arm around me, and she says, "Don't worry, David, I'll get you through." I just squeaked through. Just a minute, I'm not quick. And I say the idea tells you everything. Lots of times I get ideas, I fall in love with them. Those ones you fall in love with are really special ideas. And in some ways, I always say when something's abstract, the abstractions are hard to put into words, unless you're a poet. You'll meet a poet a little bit later named Donovan. But these ideas you somehow know, and cinema is a language that can say abstractions. I love stories, but I love stories that hold abstractions, that can hold abstractions, and cinema can say these difficult to say in words things. A lot of times, I don't know the meaning of the idea, and it drives me crazy. I think we should know the meaning of the idea, and I think about them, And I tell this story about my first feature, Eraserhead. I did not know what these things meant, really meant. And on that particular film, I started reading the Bible, and I'm reading the Bible going along, and suddenly there was a sentence. And I said, forget it, that's this thing, And so I should know the meaning for me, but when things get abstract, it does me no good to say what it is, It's better, all viewers on the surface, we're all different. And we see something, and that's another place where intuition kicks in, and inner knowingness. And so you see a thing, you think about it, you feel it, and you go and you sort of know something inside, and you can rely on that. And another thing I say is, if you go after a film with holding abstractions to a coffee, place, and having coffee with your friends, someone will say something, and immediately you'll say, no, that's not what that was about. This is what, and so many things come out. It's surprising. So you do know, for yourself. And what you know is valid. You bet.